competitive. Both drivers obviously hungry to get those points.
This head-to-head matchup sponsored by Hankook Tires, just like the tires on Fredric Aasbo Scion TC. So here we go. Aasbo's the higher qualified driver. He will be leading. Kado gonna give chase in that Nexen Tire 350Z. Coming through the bank, some good smoke from Aasbo, good angle. Kado's not far behind. I'd like to see him a little bit closer, but no major mistakes from Kado so far. Here we go through the power alley, around that outside clip, into the two inner clips. Kado really isn't making up much ground. Ooh, looked like Aasbo was kind of doing a rolling burnout there after that last clipping point. Not sure if he hit the wall there, tapped it or not, but we'll have to check out this replay, see exactly what happened.
Yeah, I didn't see any damage on his car, but that was a little bit of a straighten out at the end. You know, right there, Aasbo had a great initiation, and yeah, Kado was doing everything he can. That's really impressive angle from Aasbo as he drops down into the power alley there. One of the drivers who I don't think is using the brakes almost at all, just the angle of the car. Very aggressive, good driving style. So it's obviously I want to see Kado do good as a Nexen Tire driver. He's one of my teammates, but I honestly have to say I think Aasbo might have the advantage on that one. That was a beautiful run by Aasbo.
Again, you saw that replay get slowed down at the end to see where they were before whether they crossed the finish line or not, and it looked like Aasbo was a little bit shallow on his ankle, but we'll see what the judges saw. They might have seen something different. We're going to switch these cars, switch the cameras. Again, Ryan Kado supported by some sponsors who are big participants in the drift stream, enabling you to watch this absolutely free all around the world. Turbo by Garrett, Nexen Tires, and ACT Clutches are all big sponsors of Ryan Kado. And on Fredric Aasbo's car, you've got, of course, Team Need for Speed is his title sponsor, but Hankook Tire is also a great supporter of the drift stream. So here we go with Kado leading, initiating pretty high on the bank. Good line, staying above that upper white dotted line. Some great smoke from Aasbo. Some extra angle coming here from Kado. Coming through the power alley on the transition, out on that outside zone.
Oh, that was...
Kado tapping the wall, losing drift, taking some of the sticker with him. Aasbo's keeping up with him pretty well, but Aasbo again losing drift a little bit before he crossed the finish line. Be interesting to see if the judges deduct him for that.
Yeah, aggressive run from both drivers there. It'll be interesting to see what the judges do about Aasbo's little interesting finish line straighten up there, as well as Kado. You know, that was a very aggressive run, but he did hit the wall and straighten out, so that will be a mistake as well.
Yeah, that wall is going to be a pretty substantial deduction for hitting the wall, losing drift, and definitely forcing Aasbo to try and adjust. You'll see... Wow, Aasbo was able to carry that angle almost the entire way. That is actually pretty impressive, knowing that wow.
Really
looking at the end of that replay, they were counting the tires off as part of the replay. That may have been more than one tire off for Aasbo. That may have been considered a 0 for Aasbo.
Wow.
Huh. Definitely an interesting turn of events. I didn't realize that during the run, but we'll have to see what the judges decide. We've got a handy little monitor up here that tells us what what's going on here. I think the judges are requesting the replay again.
Yeah, this is definitely where the instant replay comes into a very important effect of what Formula D judging is.
And again, we had Ryan Sage go over this of what is a 0 in tandem, and more than 2 or more tires off based on the outside edge of the line is considered a 0. So if Aasbo at the end of this run has more than 2 tires off, more than 1 tire off I should say, outside of the yellow line, that's considered a 0. A substantial loss of drift there from Kado, that might be considered a 0 as well.
Yeah, you know, and realistically, you know, ooh, boy,
yeah,
that's
definitely
a tough call.
two tires off, but maybe not at the same time. It might have just been the front and then the rear.
That's always such a tough call, because as a driver, you could tell that Aasbo had changed his line due to Kado's mistake or wall contact, and at the same time, you know, Kado did drop tires over the yellow line and make contact with the wall. So I think both drivers actually have almost equal mistakes from my standpoint here.
Yeah. So it looks like Ryan Kado gets the win.
All right. Well,
Wow, next entire driver into the top 8.